Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. And the Bears will put total leather and will get started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Jacksonville State's offense will have first crack at this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Off play action. Flips it out to the back.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bears offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Pressure coming. The sweet feet buy a little time. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. on 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Stands in and takes the hit. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 10. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business. And the Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Bears! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he dropped it. It looked for all... Like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Running into the open space. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Working that left side. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Oh, they blocked it. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Already with 2 touchdowns on the board, now they're back at it up 14-6. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Picked off! What a play by this defense! And he's wrapped up after a solid... on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bird. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock! Fired in from... for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Quarterback keeps it. Turning it on! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. There was a time when if you had a guy who runs like he does, that you move him to a different position. Not anymore, man. These quarterbacks can run and throw.
Yeah, back in my time, I was throwing to guys like that. I certainly wasn't moving like it, but boy, oh boy, you hold your breath every time he takes off because that guy might be the fastest player on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And it's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at quarterback unless you get the first part secured first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the football.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind all kinds of room to the right. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense and make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So here comes the Bear offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this
makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. To the air on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Got it. Touchdown, Missouri State. Buckle up, boys. I think more scores are coming.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the returner will be knocked down. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put some. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The offense changing the play. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Caught behind the line. It's Bland. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Pulls it in on the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Makes his man miss. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Missouri State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pulled and fired complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Kane. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw it again. Right on the money. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burr. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down. They're working that left side. quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to... A lot of space to run with after the catch.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Bears want to crank the tempo. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying play action. Fires to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you?
And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback's got the first. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked him apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Missouri State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on over. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. Can't get him to the ground. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They'll try to run for it. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bush. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. How good have they been on 3rd down today, and another opportunity here on 3rd and goal. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to...
Touchdown, Jacksonville State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Bear offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Lost the defense. He's wide open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's got a chance. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. He'll set up to throw. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Kane. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Got his man on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's
going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Pass interference. Defense.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's got the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the RPO, full right, looking for the change. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Here's a heat. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Snagged out of the air.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. He'll pull it on the read. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bush. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's McCutcheon. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. They're looking to throw on second and short. Takes the easy completion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking left. And it's picked off for the third time today. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's going to run it.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds us back in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Fires to the tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Makes the grab down the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Burrow. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He'll have it. First down, and they stop him at the 45. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense showing blitz here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
7 yards on the play.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have, and man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.